Welcome to Ask the Lawyer radio podcast with attorney Brian Figueroa of the law firm Figueroa and Associates. This podcast features a recording of our most recent radio show. We hope you enjoy the show, which features news, views, and interviews on matters such as immigration, personal injury, bankruptcy, divorce, family law, estate planning, wills and probate, deed transfers, civil rights, criminal defense, workers' compensation, and taxes, both individual and business. You can contact us at 855-768-8845 or visit us at www.askthelawyer.us. You have questions? We've got the answers.
The U.S. Visa Waiver Program, an in-depth analysis of overstays and enforcement policies. The United States Visa Waiver Program, VWP, facilitates streamlined travel for citizens of designated countries, promoting tourism and business engagements. However, the program faces challenges, notably individuals who overstay their authorized period and become undocumented residents. This comprehensive analysis examines the VWP's structure, estimates the prevalence of overstays leading to undocumented status, and evaluates enforcement policies, particularly under President Donald Trump's administration. The study also explores statements and plans from President Trump and his appointed officials regarding the deportation of VWP violators. 1. The Visa Waiver Program, VWP, is a pivotal component of U.S. immigration policy, designed to facilitate short-term travel for citizens of participating countries without the need for a visa. While the program has bolstered tourism and business relations, it has also faced scrutiny due to instances of travelers overstaying their authorized period, thereby becoming undocumented immigrants. This article provides an in-depth analysis of the VWP, estimates the number of individuals who have become undocumented through this program, and examines the enforcement policies under President Donald Trump's administration concerning the deportation of VWP violators. 2. Overview of the Visa Waiver Program. Established in 1986, the VWP allows citizens from specific countries to enter the United States for tourism or business purposes without obtaining a visa, provided their stay does not exceed 90 days. As of 2024, 42 countries participate in the VWP, including many European nations, Japan, South Korea, and Australia. To qualify, countries must meet specific criteria, such as low non-immigrant visa refusal rates and robust security protocols. 3. Mechanisms to prevent overstays. To mitigate the risk of overstays, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, employs several measures. Electronic System for Travel Authorization, ESTA, implemented in 2009, ESTA requires VWP travelers to obtain online authorization before departure, enhancing pre-screening processes. Biometric data collection. At ports of entry, biometric data such as fingerprints and photographs are collected to verify identities and monitor entries and exits. Entry/exit overstay reports. DHS publishes annual reports detailing overstay rates by country, providing transparency and aiding in policy formulation. 4. Prevalence of overstays among VWP participants. Despite preventive measures, overstays remain a concern. According to the DHS Fiscal Year 2023 Entry/Exit Overstay Report, the suspected in-country overstay rate for VWP countries was 0.62% of the 16,146,989 expected departures. Center for Immigration Studies. This indicates that approximately 100,000 individuals from VWP countries overstayed their authorized period in that fiscal year. 5. Estimating the number of undocumented individuals from VWP countries. Estimating the total number of undocumented individuals who entered the U.S. under the VWP is complex due to factors such as subsequent departures, adjustments of status, and data limitations. However, historical data provides some insight. A 2013 study estimated that non-immigrant overstays, including those from VWP countries, accounted for a significant portion of the undocumented population, PolitiFact. Given the annual overstay rates and the program's duration, it is plausible that hundreds of thousands of individuals have become undocumented through the visa over the years. 6. President Trump's policies on deporting visa overstays. During his presidency, Donald Trump implemented stringent immigration policies, focusing on reducing illegal immigration and enforcing deportations. While much of the attention was on unauthorized border crossings, visa overstays, including those from B2B countries, were also addressed. Executive orders and policy directives. Executive Order 13,768, issued in January 2017, prioritized the removal of individuals who violated immigration laws, which encompassed visa overstays. Enhanced enforcement measures. The administration increased resources for Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, to identify and remove individuals who overstayed their visas, regardless of their country of origin. 7. Plans by the Immigration Czar to address VOVP overstays. Stephen Miller, a key architect of Trump's immigration policies, emphasized strict enforcement against all forms of illegal immigration, including visa overstays. The administration proposed measures such as visa overstay penalties, implementing penalties for countries with high overstay rates, potentially affecting their participation in the visa, public awareness campaigns, educating travelers about the consequences of overstaying and the importance of adhering to visa terms. 8. Challenges in deporting visa overstays. Deporting individuals who overstay under the visa presents unique challenges. Identification difficulties. Overstays often integrate into communities, making detection and apprehension challenging. Resource constraints. Mass deportations require significant resources, including personnel and funding, which constrain existing systems. Diplomatic considerations. Aggressive enforcement against nationals from allied countries participating in the visa can lead to diplomatic tensions. 9. Impact of deportation policies on B2B relations. Strict enforcement against B2B overstays can influence international relations. Reciprocal measures. Countries may impose similar restrictions or enforcement measures against U.S. citizens. Program participation. High overstay rates and aggressive deportation policies could lead to the reevaluation of a country's eligibility for the visa. Policy responses and enforcement. Addressing visa overstays has been a component of U.S. immigration enforcement strategies. The Trump administration emphasized strict immigration controls, focusing primarily on illegal border crossings. While there was significant attention on building a border wall and reducing illegal entries, less emphasis was placed on visa overstays, including those from B2B countries. As of November 2024, there is limited public information indicating that President Trump or his appointed border czar, Tom Homan, have specifically targeted visa overstays in their enforcement plans. Their public statements and policy proposals have predominantly addressed illegal border crossings and broader immigration enforcement without explicitly mentioning visa violators. 10. Policy responses and enforcement. Addressing visa overstays has been a component of U.S. immigration enforcement strategies. The Trump administration emphasized strict immigration controls, focusing primarily on illegal border crossings. While there was significant attention on building a border wall and reducing illegal entries, less emphasis was placed on visa overstays, including those from B2B countries. As of November 2024, there is limited public information indicating that President Trump or his appointed border czar, Tom Homan, have specifically targeted visa overstays in their enforcement plans. Their public statements and policy proposals have predominantly addressed illegal border crossings and broader immigration enforcement without explicitly mentioning visa violators. 11. Conclusion. The Visa Waiver Program facilitates international travel and strengthens diplomatic ties, but also poses challenges related to visa overstays. While the exact number of undocumented individuals resulting from visa overstays is difficult to ascertain, it is a significant concern. The Trump administration implemented policies aimed at addressing this issue, emphasizing strict enforcement and potential penalties. However, Deporting VVP overstays involves complexities that require careful consideration to balance enforcement with diplomatic relations and resource allocation. Asterisk note: this analysis is based on data and policies up to November 2024.
Do you have a legal issue, question, or concern? Turn to Ask the Lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us. You can also register for our paralegal program, get legal news, business consults, or other information on educational issues. Yes, ask the lawyer. You have questions? We've got answers. For a consultation or to refer a client, visit www.askthelawyer.us. Again, www.askthelawyer.us.